Welcome to my plane movie review. It's just landed in cinemas. Now, was this a film that I thought had a pretty good cruise altitude? It's plain sailing, or halfway through watching this flick did I think, nah, this movie's failing? Hey guys, welcome to Marcus Loves Movies. My name is Marcus Lee and welcome to my movie review of Plane, the best, most creatively titled film on the planet right now. I mean, talk about a cryptic title. What on earth could this film be about? Well, let's talk about it. I'll give you a quick plot outline, then I'll get into my review of the film. Pilot Brodie Torrance saves passengers from a lightning strike by making a risky landing on a war-torn island, only to find that surviving the landing was just the beginning. When dangerous rebels take most of the passengers hostage, the only person Torrance can count on for help is Louis Gaspare, an accused murderer who was being transported by the FBI. So the film starts with everybody getting on the plane. We meet our pilot and protagonist, Brodie Torrance. He's a lovely guy. We meet his co-pilot. They share photos of their families, and straight away we know their motivations are just to get through this flight and get home safely and soundly. We also meet the passengers who get on the plane. We meet people who are likable, not so likable, and straight up douchebags. You know, the type of characters who we think if something bad happens to you later in the film, we really don't care. We then get into the sequence where the plane is falling out of the sky and we know there is going to be a crash. It's actually one of my greatest fears ever. It was shot really well, full of tension. I was literally sat on the edge of my plane seat. And thankfully, the film doesn't rush through that plane crash sequence, which means you've really got to sit through that tension and endure it. And I'm thinking, we've got a pretty good little movie on our hands here. Then we land on our war-torn island and we get into action thriller mode, which means we've got guns, we've got fist fights, and we actually get a really good physical fight between Torrance and another character. And thankfully, it's a fight which doesn't have lots of edited cuts, which often helps the filmmakers to hide when you've got stunt performers in there. It's very physical, very brutal. And then obviously we're moving on into thinking, how do we get everyone home off of this island? You've also got the good guys back home in America, in the control room, trying to figure out how they're going to get the passengers and the crew back home safe. We see them going out to the media, doing press releases, trying to control the messages. One of those control room situations that we've seen 100 times before in films like this, but who cares? They're just doing what they need to do for this film. This movie has a real 90s vibe about it when you think back to those buddy action thrillers where you got two guys who've got to work together, one white, one black, who don't know each other initially. We get a bit of background about the characters very quickly, then they've got to fight together to take down these bad guys. On we go, get on with it. That is your movie. Sometimes in a movie you want to see some character development. You need to understand their motivations and you want to see them go on a journey. In a movie like this, doesn't matter. All of that goes out the window. I mean, it's pretty basic. Everyone has crashed in a plane on an island and they've survived and they just want to get home to their families. So don't think too deeply about this film. Everyone just wants to get home and that's all we're interested in. I gotta say, I thought the final act was a little bit bananas and out there. I mean, there are sections of the film where you think this feels quite realistic and authentic, but that final act just went a little bit Hollywood. But then again, you know what? It's a film. We've come to the cinema to be entertained. We've not come to watch something that is wholly believable. Otherwise, we'd be watching a documentary. So if you're watching this, just forget reality for a second, leave common sense at the door. Gerard Butler does what Gerard Butler does. If you've seen Geostorm and Greenland, it's more or less the same character, but he's a likable protagonist. Mike Colter is cool as well. I was actually watching this thinking, I need to go to the gym every day for the rest of my life so I can get guns like Mike Colter. And the bad guys are pretty much cardboard cutouts of every bad guy that you've seen in every film involving bad guys. We don't really understand their motivations for being evil, but they just are. They did what bad guys always do. There was nothing boring about this movie. I thought it zipped along nicely. I never looked at my watch. I was entertained. I don't think it's flipping amazing. I thought it was good, and I don't think you need to necessarily watch this on the big screen as well. I think this is a movie that you could wait for it to come out on video on demand, but you will be entertained. So my official Marcus Loves Movies rating for Plane is, mini drum roll, 3.5 stars. So I don't think you need to fly down to the cinema to watch this movie immediately. I think you can wait for it to land on video on demand and watch it in the comfort of your own home. But those are just my thoughts. As always, I would love to know what you thought about the movie. Leave a comment in the comment section. Whilst you're here, do me two quick favors. Give this video a like, and if you do like movie reviews and trailer reactions and film discussion, please subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate your support. Thank you for watching my plain movie review. I hope you didn't think it was too plain, but thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Stay tuned for the next video that I release, and I'll catch up with you again soon. So until then, take care of yourselves. Thanks for watching.